Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. Today's video will be talking about the crazy Model S and X demand, the Tesla battery shift, and of course we talk shortly about the Fremont factory shutdown and why it's not as bad as many people think about out there. And if you subscribe my channel, you give me support for more work, and I hope you follow me for my daily updates now. So let's do that, guys. So why is the Tesla Fremont shutdown that happened for a few days not as bad as I think? Because it is pretty simple. Tesla has shifted maintenance work that is happening in any kind of factory. They have shifted that to the time being when they had to send people home or in vacation. And to be honest with you, this allows Tesla to remodel production lines. It allows them to make the maintenance for the production lines. And we do know that from Giga Shanghai as well, that from time to time they have to shut down some part of the factory to make maintenance. It is a really usual process of happening during a production year, and they have done that now in Fremont. So they use the bad situation that actually occurred with having not enough chips out there to actually do regular work ahead of schedule. So I don't think it will influence the numbers as much as we might think it happened to be. The next thing is that the Model S and the Model X demand are actually pretty good. And Elon Musk has stated that they have to add another extra shift because the demand is much higher as before. And yes, I mean with that the future demand, because I'm still future production, because I'm still mentioning here what's going to happen in March to April when they slowly might start the new Model S and Model X production line. They are on their way to finish all things that have to be done to make the production line ready, and then latest end of first quarter or beginning of second quarter they will start the production ramp up of the Model S and Model X, and the demand seems to be pretty high. So I'm really excited to see how much of a difference the new model design and the changes they have done will make to their sales, because guys, don't forget, this is the upper class, that's the luxury section of Tesla, and these cars make a lot of money. Those cars have made Tesla the company it is today, because without those two products Tesla wouldn't have been where it is right now. And a higher demand in the luxury section is always a good sign, and we do know that the demand has declined in the past before remodeling these two cars, and it would make a lot of sense that now people have waited for these redesigns and now start to order these two versions of Teslas. This is one thing. And the next thing, guys, Giga Austin Texas construction site as always in the background, and that is always thanks to Jeff Roberts. And I must honestly say that I'm really excited to see when the production will happen in Giga, Texas this year. We have seen in some areas already production material coming into the buildings. Let's see how fast they can actually start moving forward here, even though the weather looks again not as great today. So the next thing is Tesla batteries. Yes, we have seen a shift here, because if you remember the earnings call for the fourth quarter, Tesla has ensured that they try to get all what they need to produce the batteries. But again, they have talked to mining companies mining nickel, which is the biggest concern here based on responses of Elon Musk. So nickel is a concern here. There is a supply concern, and they have really tried to talk to mining companies that they increase their production rate because more nickel is needed. And Tesla has had so far so many batteries with nickel inside, but as they have started producing the LFP batteries, they are now starting to shift all the standard range cars to the LFP batteries. Just as a reminder, the LFP batteries are already in the cars coming from China. There have been some issues with the range in the cold weather, etc., but I think they will fix that over time. Again, it is really important to shift to batteries that have not much nickel. In this case, it is more iron and cathode and lithium that is inside those batteries, and lithium is much more out there than nickel, so it makes a lot of sense to get away from the nickel. And I have mentioned that in many videos when it comes to batteries, guys. The batteries are the key here to succeed, and always keep in mind that the competition out there, or VW, Audi, and all these other companies, Ford, GM, that are now slowly or more fast moving into EVs, they all have to deal with the same issues. And as faster that Tesla can adapt to the challenges of supply concerns when it comes to materials needed to be inside a battery, it is really important for Tesla to be ahead of the game. And these kind of decisions to move to the new kind of batteries that have not any nickel inside is really a key here. And I believe this is a decision that will make Tesla more compatible, more leading the entire movement of EVs, if they understand how they can produce batteries with less things like nickel inside. I think the future of it will be to as well try to avoid lithium, maybe avoid any kind of rare resources that are needed. I'm really excited to see what's happening in the future when it comes to battery technology, especially as we have seen over the past 10 years such a crazy improvement when it comes to battery technology. No one even ever thought about how good batteries could be already in 2021. And I think the next big step here will be that Tesla has to shift or try to produce batteries in collaborations, that's okay, with other companies, in a way that these really rare resources are getting less and less inside batteries. Just as a reminder, the LFP batteries are also cheaper than the batteries they used before. And as a reminder, the batteries that Tesla is now starting to produce in Fremont, the new batteries that they have mentioned, they are also coming into cars, and they also have less nickel and more lithium and iron, as those two are more affordable. So Tesla is not competing, that is the key here, not competing with any supplier like Panasonic, LG, etc. They are just trying to add to the demand, as these suppliers are already producing at their full limit. If you do enjoy my video and my channel, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I wish you all